and a what? Hey, what's Gwee? Hey, what's C? And what? Boy, if you don't get out my face, thank you. Next. And no, you can't get my number. I'm sorry. It's your girl Kiki B. Yes, baby, I am glowing today. Today is Friday. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, baby. What are you doing? You just watching? You're not subscribing? Like, let's become best friends. Bestie, hey, what's up? Subscribe. Come on, support your girl. And like, comment anything you want to see. If you want to see how I did this hairstyle, by the way, too, you know, I felt like getting a little cute, you feel me? Comment down below and do a little tutorial or I got you. We here, I got you, girl, I got you. Here. But other than that, I'm gonna be doing a story time. And the first time I really got my heart broken, and it's a real like crazy story, so let me get into it. Alright, so boom, let me tell y'all the background on how like I met my little ex-boyfriend. I'm not gonna say he's my ex-boyfriend because he never technically really asked me out. I'm like that type of person, if you don't ask me out, we never dated. Just because you say I'm your girlfriend don't mean that we dated. I don't know why dudes think that's okay, but baby, you gonna have to approach me like you gonna be my girl. I'm like, okay. All right, we dating right now. She like, I'm a type of person, if I see somebody that I want, I'm gonna get him. And not even no cocky junk, but if I want you, baby, you're gonna become my baby, period. You may not be with me today, tomorrow, next year, 2 years from now. Not saying that I'm being thirsty or trying, but I'm just gonna wait. Good things come to those that wait, and that's what I'm gonna do, period. I'm just gonna let you feel this vibe that you missing, baby. Sheesh. Let's get into it. So I met this boy, let me give him a name, Quan. I'm gonna name him Quan. So I met Quan like on social media, and like I was looking through his pictures and stuff, and I was like, yo, I think he is really cute, and I just like, I think like I want him like that. Like, not saying that I wanted him like that, but I like, ooh, like I want him to like, you know, come in my little DM, you know what I mean? Like text me a little bit. So that's the type of vibe I was on. I had a mutual friend, like one of my friends was really close to him. So I'm like, what it is? What's up? Got your nigga in the cut, goddamn. Like that's how I was like, okay, what's up? Like, put me on. She was like, okay, I'll put you on this and the third. I'm like, I heard you, cool. You know how boys be sometimes, like he was like, you know, just chilling and be like cooling, I guess. So I was like, all right, cool. It's straight. It's all right. But like I said, if I don't get you today, tomorrow, or the next day, or a year from now, it's okay. But I'm gonna let you feel this vibe, baby. That's it, period. We became close friends. So now I'm not even thinking of him as you know, being a crush anymore. Like, I'm just thinking of him as a close friend, like, you know, because we actually vibe. Like, our friendship was OD strong. Like, I swear, like, if he wasn't my boyfriend, he would have been like my best friend. One day we just chopping it up. Like, one day it's the whole entire day. You ever text somebody for the whole entire day, from the morning till the night? Baby, you know your vibe is getting like, what you want? Finger licking good. Like, y'all just vibing like that the whole day though. We texting all day. I mean all day. Vibe just great. Good morning, what's up? So this time, like, it's nighttime and I want to go to this party or whatever, and I wasn't really supposed to go to the party because I snuck out, but that's besides the point. That's a different story time. Anyway, and I was like texting him, and he was like, you know, I really like you, this, that, and the third. I'm like, You said, wait, you like who? You like me? Oh my God, stop. Like me, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. But then I hit him with the yeah, I used to like you, but you know, things change. You did this and the third. He like, nah, don't change up with me. I'm like, okay, I won't. You can be my little boo babe, whatever. Like, what's up? What you want to do? So that was like the beginning of our relationship. Like, we were doing really good with each other, like in terms of communication and talking. You know how any relationship would be. It was this like things started happening in our relationship that kind of like made me question. So mind you, I live in Hartford. For those who don't know who Hartford is, in Connecticut. So I live in Hartford, and he lived in East Hartford. So us like getting to each other, mind you, I'm 15 years old. My mama the type of mom, they ain't gonna let me go to no boy house and do all that extra stuff at 15. I mean, today's generation is different. Y'all trust must be set up a different way, but my mama wasn't going forward. Okay, this became a kind of conflict in our relationship, because even though East Hartford is not far from Hartford, like I said, my mom just didn't let me go over there, and he wasn't coming to my house either. But like when I told him, he was like fine with it, like he was good. So one day, I'm just gonna tell y'all this little side note. So one day, this girl like automatically just added me. Mind you, I don't know nothing about her, never heard of her, never nothing. Well, no, I'm lying. I heard of her, but I don't know her personally. So I heard of her from like, you know, mutual friends that are friends with her. But I never talked to her, never nothing, never knew what the girl looked like. Well, I did know what she looked like, but I never like knew who she was, you know, just to get my drift on that one. She added me, I accepted. I'm like, okay, why not? So that's a little side note for the story. My best friend at the time, she was like lurking on his page or whatever. Not saying like lurking on his page because she want to be on his page, but do you know how his best friends be lurking and looking for you, stuff like that? I didn't even know she was lurking, but she was lurking on his page and going through his pictures. And she sent me a screenshot, and she was like, this is, and I had told her that the girl added me, and then she was like, this is his ex-girlfriend, that's why she added you. I'm like, oh wow. So I'm bringing like, oh, you got that type of vibe. You that type of nigga. Got your ex is still on you. Baby. Like, I text him right after I found out. I'm like, oh, your ex added me. He was like, did she inbox you? I was like, no. He was like, oh, she always try to break me up with people and this and the third. She can never let me be happy and yada yada. I was like, nah, she inboxed me, never nothing like that. And I'm like, he was like, okay, cool. So then I started seeing things like peeping stuff with them on Facebook. Like, they were all on Facebook, like chopping it up, talking, like, and not even like, oh, and tagging each other and posts and this and the third. I'm sitting like, so I asked him a question. I'm like, you know, I see you and your ex chopping it up. Like, do you still feel for her? Do you still love her? Like, let me know now, because I don't want to be looking stupid later. He's like, nah, I don't want her. This and the third. She for everybody. You know, niggas be lying, I swear. He was like, she for everybody. I don't want her. This and that. I'm like, okay. All right. Cool. I'm going to believe you. Because, you know, you never get, like, I feel like if somebody never gave me a reason not to trust them, I'm going to trust them until they prove me reason not to trust them. It still felt like some funniness in the air. Like, I still felt uneasy, but I was like, you know, I'm gonna still trust him, like I said. One night, like, I was slumped. Like, I remember this day like it was yesterday. It was a Friday too. I was so slumped. Like, I don't know why I was slumped. Maybe because I was in dance class or something, but I was slumped. Your girl was done here, like going to bed early type jump on Friday. Come on now. So I was like done. So I woke up like in the middle of the night. I think it was like 12 o'clock in the morning. And I get so many messages and inbox and everything. Like, everybody, all my friends, my best friend, my cousins, all of them sending me screenshots of him and her talking to each other, flirting. Now, this is flirting, hearts and kissy faces and all that type of stuff on social media. So I'm just sitting there like, word. So, like, after all that, mind you, that's embarrassing. Like, you telling me I'm your girlfriend and this, that, and the third and all that other stuff, but you out here got me looking stupid when you with your ex? bye-bye, come back. For real, come back and revive yourself, because baby, what are you doing? So I end up texting him, and I was like, what's up with you and this? Like, you know, let him know what I saw, what I seen. Like, you said you didn't feel for this girl. Why is you on here flirting with her and this and the third? He was like,
you know, I really don't know. Like, I'm going through a lot.
When niggas say that, they lying. So he was like, I'm going through a lot right now. I really just, you know, just don't understand, you know, what's going on with me. I think I need a little time to myself. This, that, and the third. And all that blasey filling me up with freaking lies, okay? So I'm sitting there like, okay, mind you, my little dumb self back then, like, it's like, okay, cool, like, it's straight, you know, figure yourself out, do what you need to do for you, But me now, like, the 19-year-old me ain't going for it. Nigga tell me that, like, what's up? Be real with me. What's going on? Like, communicate, because I don't got time for that. I end up, like, you know, telling him, like, okay, it's cool, it's chill, like, you know, do what you need to do for you. And he was like, I'm not trying to be in a relationship right now. I feel like I just need to really find myself. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You being honest with me, that's all I need. Honest. So after that whole situation, like, not even the next day, not even like a few hours later, like the next day, they're back together. So when I found out, I was so hurt and so crushed. Like, everything was like, I was just sitting there like, man, like, I just don't understand. Like, Tank treat me like somebody, got me like making songs and raps about him. Like, that's how hurt I was. It's my little first heartbreak. But that's not even the heartbreak, y'all. Just wait for the boom, bow, pow. Like, just wait. So fast forward, after all that happened, I saw him like posting on social media, like, statuses, and it's like, it was like more so like depressing stuff and like sad things, and I didn't see him as that type of person. Like, he doesn't post stuff like that all the time, and just the fact that he was, it kind of got my attention. At first I was like, I'm not gonna text him, I'm not gonna say nothing to him, because what should I say? Why am I talking to him? You did me wrong. So I text him, and I'm like, even though we're not together, you know, all that stuff, we're not on the bestest term, you know, I'm still here for you. Like, you know, we were friends before all of this happened. And he just started putting me on or whatever, and I started telling me everything, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you know, I started like encouraging him, started giving him words of encouragement, just being there for him. And he was like, yo, I should have never let you go. Like, you're such a good girl. This, that, and the third. And, you know, in my head, like, I texted him back, and I was like, who said you ever lost me? Dumb, you dumb? Are you dumb, Kiara? The freak? So let me tell you how I'm dumb. So after all that happened, you know, eventually we start rekindling our relationship. He wanted me back, this and the third. We became, you know, boyfriend and girlfriend again. So like I said, I wasn't able to be with him like all the time, and if I was with him, it would have to be the weekends. It couldn't be during the weekdays, because I had dance, I had school, and it was just not gonna work out for me. This was the night before. We talking, we texting, everything. I'm letting him know, like, don't play with me. Like, I'm going out there in the morning, and I'm letting you know now, because if you play with me, I'm gonna be highly upset. And he like, nah, like, I'm gonna be there, like, I'm gonna come back home tonight. So I get there, like, I get to her best friend house like around 10 o'clock a.m. and we just chilling, you know, cooling. I text him and let him know that I'm there, you know, like, what's up, you know, he's like, oh, I'm still in New Britain. I'm like, why are you still in New Britain if you knew I was coming out there? Like, does that make sense? And he was just like, oh, nah, I had a ride last night, so I'm gonna be there like around 1. I'm like, all right, cool. 1 o'clock passed, 2 o'clock passed, 3 o'clock passed, 4 o'clock passed, 5, 6, 7, and 8, baby. It's all cool. After all of that happened, like, mind you, now it's like 8 o'clock at night, and no nothing from him. One of his boys' girlfriends ended up coming over too, and she was there, but mind you, I don't know her from a can of paint, and she was just like, oh, you Quan girlfriend, right? I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, he at my she was like, you looking for him? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, he's at home with my boyfriend. And I'm just like, he never texted me, never called me, never nothing to say anything to me about him being home. He knew I was coming out here for him. For that, I had ended up texting this girl, let me name her Shay. So I ended up texting this girl named Shay, and I ended up telling her, like, you know, asking her, like, did she know where he was before his boy's girlfriend told me? And she never had got back to me. So hours later, she had texted me back and was like, oh, he just went to New York because all this other stuff happened with his family. It's an emergency, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, girl, you lying like hell, because he definitely at his house and they were talking about going to a party, and he talking about going to a party. So I'm telling her, I was like, well, I mean, I'm getting a different version. I said, he at home, this and that. And then she started going off on me. I started going off on her. So now at this point, me and her are arguing. We're going back and forth. Like, all I know, this ended the argument real quick, fast, in a hurry. She was like,
I don't even know why you tripping over a nigga that's not yours.
his girlfriend. I don't know why you think you're his girlfriend. You're delusional, this, that, and the third. And this is like, they've been in a relationship for a while now, like for 2 years. What? 2 years, baby. What? And it's like they've been together for so long. And I got pictures and everything of them from today, and she started sending me them like pictures and videos of them kissing and him being all up on her. I'm saying, like, are you serious? Are you serious? I stopped texting her because at this point I look dumb and I look stupid. You got me here looking stupid in front of other people. Text him immediately, just let him know exactly how I felt, and like, not saying how I felt, but I just riffed on him, blocked him from every freaking thing, bro. After all that happened, I went home. I was like so done, like I was crying, like I was so hurt, because it's like, that was really my first heartbreak. I'm not saying he was the first love or anything, but he was the first attack. I'm just glad that I never did anything with him. Just kissed him, that's it. Let him fill a palm, like my little pound cake, but nothing more. After that situation, like, I just didn't want to be in a relationship. I played every dude that came across, and it wasn't the right thing to do, but that's just how I felt. Like, I ain't want you, and I let them know I ain't want to be in a relationship, and they still, insisted on being, wanting to be in my life. So I was like, okay, well, I guess you just gonna have to deal with it then. And my relationship with him now is like, now that I'm 19, that happened when I was 16 or whatever. We're really like good friends. Not saying we're really good friends, but we're just like cool friends. Like, I was just talking to him the other day, actually. Like, I don't got no hard feelings again. Now he trying to really check for Key now. Natty, you can't hit these, not these. This is original, baby. You can't get the copy. So, that concludes my story time. For the first time, I got my heart broken. If you like this story, give it a thumbs up, baby. If you have any similar stories or anything, like anything that you went through with similar heartbreaks, or your heartbreak was a little different or whatever, you could comment down below. Let me know. I want to read. I want to see like who could relate with me. If you want another story time on something that you think I probably did, or things that I could probably relate to, or you need advice, like, that's another thing. I want to do something where I post on my social media. If you don't have my social media on IG or Snapchat, my IG is Kiki_B_Montana20, and my Snapchat is Queen_Key KEY 2000. So if you do not have those, you need to get them ASAP, because I'm gonna do a thing where I post it and then I'm like, okay, send me questions like on your day, like if you want advice from me, because I feel like I give really good advice, like honest heart advice, and I'll read them over. I pick the questions that I feel like that really stand out, or things that that I just want to go over, and I'll do them for you guys. So just let me know what y'all want to do. Any more story times, anything, like, let me know. Hair tutorials, anything, I got y'all. Like, just let me know. Communicate with your girl. But other than that, that concludes this video. Like I said, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, baby. Tell your mama, your baby daddy, your grandma, all that, your mammy hoe. Tell them about my channel. Tell them about Key. Tell them about Kiki B, baby. Tell them. Just go tell them. I'm done, y'all. I'm out. Peace. Bottle of hair grease to y'all too.